the ring our main event participants. First, here is the undefeated challenger, Danielle New Era Perkins.
Anticipation building for our main event. And what a moment for Danielle Perkins, 5-0 in her young professional career, with an opportunity in her 6th pro fight to become the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Was asking about this during the week, and she sort of smiled and said, hey, I love this kind of opportunity. A smaller heavyweight for all 4 of the belts. Now, like we talked about, Claressa Shields has said that Perkins is the first fighter that she's encountered, a first prospective opponent that she saw in person, and she didn't see any fear. Danielle Perkins' journey in the pros hasn't necessarily been what she'd hoped, but tonight's opportunity is perhaps beyond what she'd ever dreamt of. After winning the 2019 World Amateur Championships at heavyweight, the first U.S. fighter to do so since Claressa Shields, Perkins entered the pro game in search of new challenges. The problem was, none existed. Perkins struggled to get fights, in part because of her imposing stature, no doubt, but also due to the scarcity of talent in her weight range. The fights she did get, well, they were quite often on Shields' undercards. But all of that changed when Shields moved up to heavyweight as well. And the two friends frankly decided that they need one another. Tonight, Perkins hopes to go from avoided to undeniable. And a little bit of a twist over the last couple of days about the contracted weight for this fight. Claressa Shields believed the contract weight was 175 pounds. It actually was 180 pounds, which Danielle Perkins made by about 2 and some change. There was some discussion yesterday and early this morning, I was told, about having Danielle Perkins weigh in to try to be under 185 pounds. Perkins' team said no, we didn't agree to that. We can rehydrate as high as we want. Danielle Perkins told us during the week she usually rehydrates around 190, 195 pounds, so she is going to commit to this fight as the significantly bigger woman. That weight disparity, the size disparity that's been so central to the build-up of this fight may just be even more vast than we know as Danielle Perkins enters the ring thinking, I deserve it all. Right now, no one's safe for me. I did it with integrity and still trying to need to wait and see. More blood be spilling, it just came to me. That is me, nothing came for me. Still got pain for me. From a point, the shameless me, or the famous me. And now, let's welcome to the ring, accompanied by hip-hop recording artist and executive, Papoose. She is the defending world champion, known as the quote, Claressa T-Rex Shields. The champ is in. 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 film made about her life. Walked to the ring by a rapper and about 5,000 people here in Flint, Michigan for the homecoming of Claressa Shields.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our featured bout. It is scheduled for 10 rounds, and it'll be for the WBC, IBF, WBA, and WBO Undisputed Women's Heavyweight Championship of the World. Brought to you by Salida Promotions in association with King's Promotions, along with their great sponsors, Bet Online and Hotel St. Regis, Detroit. It is sanctioned by the Michigan Unarmed Combat Commission, along with the World Boxing Council, the International Boxing Federation, the World Boxing Association, and the World Boxing Organization. Our 3 judges assigned, scoring on a 10-point must system, will be David DeYoung, Rose Lesend, and Robin Taylor. When the bell rings, our referee in charge will be Ben Rodriguez. And now, boxing fans joining us live on DAZN, and boxing fans here in Flint, Michigan. The time has arrived for the main event of the evening. Introducing to you first the challenger, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. She comes to the ring wearing red with black and weighed in officially at 177.2 pounds. Coming to us from Brooklyn, New York, she is a highly accomplished 2-sport athlete who had a stellar amateur boxing career, achieving gold and bronze in the World Championships, and now as a professional, undefeated with 5 wins. 2 of her 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the current WBC Silver Heavyweight Champion, Danielle across the ring in this main event. She is the defending world champion, fighting tonight out of the red corner. She comes to the ring wearing black with gold and weighed in officially at 173.6 pounds. Hailing from right here, Flint, Michigan, she is a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, now undefeated as a professional with 15 wins, 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Her outstanding accomplishments include becoming a 5-weight world champion and 2-weight undisputed world champion, regarded as the #1 pound-for-pound female fighter in the world. Here is the current WBO Women's Light Heavyweight World Champion, and tonight, the reigning and defending WBC Women's Heavyweight Champion of the World, known as the GOAT, Claressa T-Rex Shields.
All right, ladies, bell line is good right where it is at the top of the waistband. Bell line is good right here at the top of the letters. Ladies, let me remind you, you are fighting for the first undisputed Women's Heavyweight Championship of the world. You know what's expected of you. Obey my commands. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. God bless you both.
A historic moment and a dream homecoming for Claressa Shields as she looks to add to an overflowing trophy case. But tonight, Danielle Perkins hopes to turn this dream into a nightmare.
You ready? You ready? Box.
Our main event is underway. Claressa Shields, Danielle Perkins, the undisputed women's heavyweight title on the line.
And you can see right away just a significant size advantage in there for Danielle Perkins. Like the rehydrated into the 190s, Claressa Shields maybe got into the low 180s. That's going to be something Danielle Perkins has to try to take advantage of if she's going to have a chance to win this fight.
Perkins looks huge. She looks tall, wide shoulders, strong. She's definitely the heavier fighter. Shields is going to be careful in these early rounds because Perkins, she may be the older fighter, only 5 fights, but she's still a bigger, stronger fighter in there. And this is the problem when you're going up in weight. You got to be careful of the power. You can't take it for granted.
Three-punch combination there for Shields. The right hand certainly breaking through, as did that one.
And I love that Perkins is coming out aggressive on the front foot, not intimidated by the quote.
And that's one of the things that Claressa mentioned during weigh-ins, that really made her nervous. That Perkins has absolutely no respect or fear against her one-time dear friend.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Danielle Perkins does have good power in that straight left hand, but she's a little slow to bring it back, and that's why these counter shots of Claressa Shields are probably going to be her best weapons.
And these are those early moments, Sergio, that you and I were talking about, where Shields counters in that opening round and just saps the confidence of her opponent.
She takes the confidence out of him with the foot speed, with the combinations. Claressa Shields, one of the best combination punchers in boxing. She puts them together. Quick hands, quick feeds, good combinations. Everything's flowing.
Watch that right hand. It's coming all the way from the back. And